Hey guys, how are you? I'm going to be starting the free yes and no momentarily. How are you guys? Hey guys, how are you? I'm letting the live stream load a little bit. I'm going to be starting the free yes and no, and my list opens for love readings. Love and career. Hey guys, how are you? Oh, thank you so much for the likes. Thank you. Morning. It's almost evening. Hey guys, I'm going to be starting my free yes and no. I'm going to be doing this time the dice readings. Sometimes I switch it up, and a lot of people love the most requested is the crystal ball. But I've been doing dice for the free yes and no lately. If you want to book astrology or tarot, where you get future predictions and the entire story, you can book a tarot or astrology for your love life. That's what I focus on. I'm a love astrologer. So I'm going to be answering love questions and some career questions. So mainly it's love. That's my specialty, is love. All right. So I'm going to be doing free yes and no. These give insight for what is current. If you want detailed and future predictions on your situation, you have to book a reading. They are $25. All right, let's see. Khalees is asking, is the reason why Braden's not answering me is because he's being sneaky? One second. All right, I'm working on Khalees's question about Braden, okay? There's a problem here. 1 second. Usually with, if you guys see my everything I do is recorded. If you guys see my free yes and no, these are usually, I zip through them. But there's a problem here. So 1 second, okay? This is on Braden. Hang on, Khalees, okay? You can see my archive on YouTube, by the way. Okay, I try to post it there for people to have, like, the ones on TikTok. I gotta like download it, and you know it has a different cover. But usually all my paid readings are recorded. These are free, but give me 1 second. There's a woman who is trying to form a wedge between both of you. There's a lot of other things that's going on here, but let's focus on that. Are you aware of a friend of yours? Let me see if it's your side or his side. It's his side. It's his side. He has been faithful to you when it comes to the physical, actual part of it, because you could break that down into a lot of different things. There are a lot of behaviors that are under that umbrella, but we're going to be very literal here, and we're just going to go to the actual, like, flesh to flesh, you know? He has been loyal to you. But there is a female that is trying to wedge a distance between you and him. And it's not going to stay in this safe space for much longer. So here's the thing. There are a lot of things. He does feel genuinely for you. So in other words, like, there is love there. There's attraction, there's love, there's interest, there's dedication. It's not to its highest level, but that's a different story for a different day. I would say the reason that you're picking up on him being quote unquote sneaky, it's not that he's being sneaky. It's that he's being guarded. He is, so number one, the communication between both of you shouldn't have gotten like this. People in a relationship should just look at each other's eyes and finish a sentence. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. So then he leaves you no choice but to think for him. And then you can feel in your gut something doesn't feel right, and then your brain kicks in and you start thinking all these things. This ruins relationships. He has to communicate with you, and that is essential. Because, correct, and I can see that. That's why there's a problem. Because when I see there's a problem, it means that the client, there is an extra stress on the situation that is unfair to you. So for example, someone trying to take money from you, someone trying to lie to you, whenever the client is asking a question and I see a problem, it's something that threatens their wellness in some way, shape, or form. So that's the problem that I'm honing in on, is the level of anxiety can escalate. And this can cause you greater stress, not only mentally, but also will carry out into the physical as well. Digestion, lack of sleep, higher levels of stress, and so forth, okay? And also fogging your mind so that you can't focus on other things because it's messing with your wellness. But anyway, that's a separate thing. Let's focus on the sneaky part. I don't see this guy being a hustler, sneaky, freaking Casanova, snake in the grass. He's not that slick and he's not that smart. But there are some hidden things that by him trying to prevent a problem, he's causing them. And by him trying to protect something, you know, what sign is he? What is his, don't worry about his whole big 6 or big 3 or rising. Just give me his sun sign. What is his zodiac sign? In other words, his birthday. Scorpio. Okay. And yours? Are you an earth sign? Okay. Are you an earth sign? In your sun, moon, or rising, are you an earth sign? You're a Libra? Okay. So he watches you and you watch him. You have a watching spy game between both of you. Libra to Scorpio. Libra's gonna spy on Scorpio, seeing what they're up to, and Scorpio's gonna spy on Libra to see how they're going to react and what they are up to before they walk into a hornet's nest. So there's this extra sense of caution and precaution when dealing with each other. Okay, you can get caught up in spy versus spy. Okay. That dynamic is rough. It's very workable when you're together and you're enjoying each other's company. It's very real and very fun. But then there's everything that's not being said, and let's address the elephant in the living room, okay? Scorpio males are not very vocal in general. They're not highly talkative. In fact, they prefer not to. There could be moments when they are chatterboxes, but that's natural in them. That's very natural in them. But the thing is, he is toying around with the level of trust you have. Right. I think it's a different approach. See, you don't want to rock the boat, because you're a Libra. You don't want to rock the boat. So you complain and you say certain things until you can't hold it anymore, and then you pop. And then all hell breaks loose when you decide to get upset and lose your cool, but that takes hell and high waters. So up until then, you are pampering behavior that's hurting the relationship. You can't do that. You kind of have to be like a bull. You got to boom, right in front. You got to address it. This can't be, this has to stop, or else. You have to put a condition down, a boundary down. All right. He doesn't like rules, and he might fight you back on it. Verbally, like, what? Please get over it. He might be very cynical. But you gotta. It depends on his rising. Depends on his moon and your moon. There's a lot there. But anyway, let me see something. Okay. You should have more confidence in him. He's not going to listen to you because of your style. Libra has a very nurturing, delicate nature about them when they speak. You don't offend. There are signs that when you approach, it's like, I don't care if I piss you off, you're going to listen to me. And Libra can't do that, which is good, because this is why you always want Libra on the team with whatever you're doing in life, because they're not going to rock the boat with anybody. But you're not going to be taken seriously. So your approach has to change. I wish I could squeeze more out of this reading. This is just an energy guide. I can't really evaluate it until, I look at do a full reading. But anyway, let me just tell you, because this is the free one. So in conclusion, he's in love with you. You need to change your style and approach. The next thing you could do is, I know, but you're coming to me for a reading, right? And I'm a love specialist, over 30 years experience, and I'm a psychic. And I'm telling you, this man loves you. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. This man is in love with you, and this is my forte. Okay, this is my forte. And I'm telling you, this man is in love with you. But I'm also telling you that you need to soften your doubting him. Yes, he's looking guilty, but he's not. You can cost your relationship. Now, at the same time, if he were here, which that wouldn't happen, because once a person brings on, I'm a woman's secret weapon. You don't know me because this is just free stuff. You're just in and out. But people that become my client, I am a woman's secret weapon. That's what I do. I help women with their love lives. That's why I take on court cases and all kinds of things to help women with baby daddy. Woman's secret weapon. That's what I do. I help women with their love lives. That's why I take on court cases and all kinds of things to help women with baby daddy drama. kinds of things because I will tell them the next step. I'm trying to tell you, I know you don't know me, but I'm trying to explain to you. This approach that you have where you are feeding the doubt, right? Because you're going to go on to the next reader or maybe the next live, and that's fine. But I'm trying to tell you the advice you came to me for. You land your son to talk to me in 2 minutes, even if you never see me again. I'm just trying to tell you the message while you're here. If you don't lower your doubt on this man, which is hard, it's hard because your nature is to doubt, because that's how you protect yourself. If you don't lower your suspicion of him, you're going to hurt this relationship very badly. Because then once a Scorpio decides that you're not trustworthy, that's it. So you are on the verge of this really breaking. It's not your fault. It's something that you both just, unfortunately, the dynamics of the sign compatibility gravitated both of you to this moment. It is fixable. You just have to communicate and say, you can be as honest as you can. Like a Cancer or a Sagittarius, you have to be bold. Or even an Aquarius. You have to say out of your mouth, I can't live like this anymore. I feel that this is jeopardizing the tranquility that I feel with you. I don't mind that you're quiet, but I can't live in doubt and you're feeding my doubt. So this needs to fix because you mean the world to me. I love you. I want us to succeed, but you're hurting me unintentionally. And if you could just do me the favor of, agreeing to agree with me on this one thing in the relationship, then you're going to give me something that's free for you to give me, and that's peace of mind. You need to come on bold. You need to come on where you give him a strong condition, but it's kind and respectful. And if he loves you, so he's going to say something like, all right, I could do that. And you got to negotiate. You got to use humor with Scorpio. They're funny. They're very, very, very funny. A lot of them have some kind of Sagittarian link in their. Some of them have Jupiter very active because they're right next door. So zodiac wise, there could be some strong Sag in them as well. They're very funny, but they're also very serious and withdrawn. So the key is humor and softening and kind of like showing it like with love. Like if you do it with love and tenderness, but you also, you use humor too when he answers you. He's gonna be like, oh, but you're crazy. No, it really isn't, and I mean it. And it's not, you got to learn how to deal with that with the Scorpio. The bottom line is feel his feelings, try to tune in, and he's gonna feel you immediately. Because that's what Scorpio does. Scorpio pierces the bullshit right through. They could see through somebody like a pane of glass. All right? Faster than you could see him, he could see what hurts you and what bothers you. And he's going to feel it. So don't let your relationship go to shit because you are suspecting him and because you don't know how to treat the Scorpio male. And that's a weakness in Libra. They have a very difficult time maneuvering the Scorpio. Okay? All right, sweetheart. But he loves you. He loves you. And you got to tell him something else. You got to say, I don't want to doubt you because I trust you. Because you can't let him know you doubt him. You say, I don't want to ever see the day that I start doubting you because I trust you. You're amazing. And I trust you. You got to compliment him and you got to make him feel comfortable. But I do feel a lot of things when you are secretive. You don't have to tell me everything, but you have to really open up this door because I can't live like that. That's not fair to me. I don't do it to you. And you really gotta, okay? All right, sweetheart. Give me 1 second. If someone booked a reading, you gotta let me know. I have to open up my order form. I'm an astrologer specializing in love and also a tarotist. I'm a psychic and a medium, and I focus on love. I can focus on anything I want with over 30 years experience, but I like to focus on love. That has become my focus in my career for half a decade now, and that is what I do. So I try to wean out other types of questions. I did years of helping people with other subjects. It is love where I focus on, okay? So if you have questions on other stuff, it's better you go somewhere else. I'm focusing on love, okay? I help a lot of people with career as well, but it's love that I do, okay? Okay, so Angie is saying, I did put through a mind reading, if you see it there. Okay, sweetheart, let me go ahead and check it, all right? I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, let me check it. Let me go ahead and check it, all right? I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, let me check it. Okay, so I did see it. So this is for Angie. Okay, so you remember, you guys, I can't say certain words on here. This is a very censored space now. And when it comes to looking at the BIO or I always say you can look at the menu. You can use the word menu. You can't use other things. So, yeah. All right, if you want to get a reading from me. All right, guys, so I'm going to meet you, Angie, on the letter Y, the letter T, where I can read uncensored. And the place that you go like that, you can't even say the word, is on my menu with the red logo. You understand? I'm going to sign in right now, and you can travel there. Okay? And I will do your, yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, I see what you said here. Now I see it. Last time yeah, no, here is too censored. Here's too censored. All right. Okay. Now, I'll go do that now. All right, bye guys. I'll be back later in the evening.